welcome back. Welcome back to another soccer, aka football video for today, man. And we are currently in the international break, and it's man, I really don't care for I really don't care for the international break, but I think it is for like the Euro qualifier, so there's like a reason behind it. Not just no stupid international friendlies, but yeah, man, it's been a good week. It's been a pretty good break, I guess. Like I said, I haven't really been watching, so I can't really tell you too much. But I do know, in terms of my Red Devils, Manchester United, I think we have had some like deals coming in, proposals coming in from the club. The guitar bid, Jim Ratcliffe, if I would say his name, and then like the Glazers still are saying like it's still not big enough. So like, dude, at this point, man, like I don't know. Like I don't know. Are you selling the club? Are we getting the club? Like what's going on? What's going on? And then there's some guy who want to get the fans like a share, like each fan share the club, stuff like that. So dude, at this point, man, I don't know. But that's pretty much it. I think we are back this weekend against Newcastle, which is gonna be a very, very tough game at St. James Park. It's gonna be a tough one. Obviously, we did beat them at the Carabao Cup final. But yeah, they are going to want to beat us this time. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what goes down. But anyway, man, hope you guys are doing good, amazing, stupendous, outstanding, and guess what? Terrific. But anyway, man, let's go ahead and hop straight into the video. Shout out to Amar with the video. All credit goes to him. How good was Lev Yashin? One of the greatest goalkeepers of all time. I think he was called like the Black Spider or something like that. Great top tier goalkeeper out of Russia. And let's just see what's up, man. We've had a lot of great goalkeepers, but let's see if Yashin was really him.
When you think about the greatest goalkeepers the world has ever seen, you think of names like Iker Casillas, Gianluigi Buffon, Oliver Kahn, and Peter Schmeichel. However, of all these legends, none of them have ever been awarded the prestigious Ballon d'Or. Oliver Kahn came close to winning it twice, but it was the highest among all of them. There has only been one goalkeeper to have ever been voted the world's greatest footballer: Lev Yashin. People say he was an absolute god at the goal, and to have been the only one to win the award, he must have been pretty good, right? But just how good was he? Hey guys, what's up? It's Raymar back again for another video, and today we're gonna see just how good was Lev Yashin.
That's a
As a football fan, I've always heard small stories here and there about the legend of Lev Yashin, and I've even seen some clips of his performances before. The goalkeepers
so what's with them doing ball rolls? Like what's with them doing like, you know, these mini flips? What's that for?
Without a doubt, the most important position in the sport, and heck, I've even tried playing it for fun back in my youth league days, and it was pretty tough. And seeing as my channel has never had a full video dedicated to goalkeepers, I thought it'd be the perfect opportunity to dedicate one to no other than Lev Yashin. But because he played such a long time ago, I knew that I'd have to do more research to find out just how good he was exactly. So to find that out, we have to look through his entire career and see just why many regard him as the greatest goalkeeper ever. Now, the story of Lev Yashin was very different from your typical footballer. While most 12-year-olds with an absolute passion for football would spend their times playing or practicing at the park, born on 1929, at the age of 12, Lev Yashin had just found out that his country, the Soviet Union, was entering World War II. At such a young age, Lev Yashin had no choice but to support his nation by working in a factory. There, he would make weaponry like bullets and guns, all to help out in the war effort. Children working in those factories had to wait outside and line up just to get some bread and sugar, even having to drag machines through the snow and moving to different factory locations frequently. By all accounts, Yashin was already a talented football player, but the years of labor would wear him down and rarely give him any time to focus on his hobbies. This would keep going on until the age of 18, where Yashin would suffer a nervous breakdown and would seemingly stop playing sports altogether. However, a friend of Lev Yashin would suggest that he join the military, which he ended up doing. In the military, Yashin would see his physical conditions slowly improve once again and began to train and play football once more. There he would be noticed by Dynamo Moscow. It wouldn't be until he was 21 years old in the year 1950 before he would be able to get his chance to represent the team professionally. With Dynamo Moscow starting goalkeeper suffering from an unfortunate injury, it would be Yashin's opportunity to finally get into the starting lineup for his club. However, it wasn't the debut you'd expect from one of the all-time goalkeeping greats.
Now, at 21 years old, to step into, I'm guessing, the best team in Russia, Dynamo Moscow, whatever, that's big shoes to fill. And that's like, I'm not sure how big they are now. Personally, I don't really follow Russian soccer, but I do know, like, I think Malcolm plays in that league. That's all I know. That's really all I know. Malcolm plays that league, but it's those are some big shoes to fill, and obviously, like I'm saying, one of the biggest teams in that country. I'm assuming you gotta show up. I mean, just look at all the fans. I mean, 21 years old, man. You better, hey.
In fact, he would concede a goal in that very same match. He would only play 2 games for Dynamo Moscow that year and would not appear in another senior club match until 1953, although he did stay in the club with the reserves, waiting for another opportunity. An amazing fact is that during that time, Yashin also played for the Dynamo ice hockey team as their goalkeeper while waiting for another chance at Dynamo Moscow's senior team once more. While he was playing hockey, his team actually managed to win a USSR Ice Hockey Cup in 1953, which I suspect definitely helped out his goalkeeper training in some way. While not much about Lev Yashin's entire club history is well known, or well documented for that matter, quite a few of his records and achievements have been recorded. He spent his 21-year-long career in Dynamo Moscow, winning the Soviet League 5 different times as well as winning the Soviet Cup an additional 3 separate times. For the Soviet Union, he would win the 1960 European Championships, better known as the UEFA Euros, and would also win the Olympic gold medal in the 1956 Olympics held in Melbourne, Australia. Individually, his list of accolades is absolutely tremendous. He would go on to win the European Goalkeeper of the Year a ridiculous 9 times between 1956 and 1966, which he would have won consecutively if he had not lost the award in 1958 due to injury. Among that, he was voted into the FIFA World 11 a total of 6 times, ultimately being named as FIFA's Goalkeeper of the Century and placed in the FIFA World Team of the Century.
Bro, hard. Bro, 5. All century, winning what? I guess Champions Leagues, which is called now. Got a gold medal. Winning his league, winning his his league cups. I wonder why he stayed though. But I'm assuming back then a lot of players didn't. At that time, I guess like the 50s, a lot of players didn't really play in different countries yet. So I can see that. I think you can look at like Eusebio. I think Eusebio stayed in Portugal his whole career, if I'm correct. If keyword if I'm correct. Yashin stayed in Russia his whole career. I mean, dude was a beast. Dude's tough.
Certainly a very prestigious merit. What made Yashin so special during his time was the way he innovated the goalkeeper position. He was very lucrative in the way he played the goalkeeper position, running far from the line to make one-on-one challenges, staying close to his defenders, and providing quick counterattacks by throwing the ball. Also, believe it or not, goalkeepers were not very vocal at the time, but Yashin would change that as he began to be the authority-imposing type of goalkeeper, shouting orders and coordinating his defenders' positioning. He essentially innovated the style that we now know today as the sweeper style of goalkeeping. His style was so bizarre at the time that people would describe his goalkeeping like that of a circus. Yashin also innovated a very common goalkeeping tactic we see today, punching the ball. Whenever corners or tough shots came his way that he couldn't catch, rather than patting it with his palms like most goalkeepers of his time chose to do, he realized it was much safer to punch it as far away as possible. the world would be introduced to just how seemingly crazy Lev Yashin was as a goalkeeper during the 1958 World Cup, which was the first to ever be broadcasted on television throughout the world. Though unorthodox, many fans and journalists from all over the world clearly saw how dominant he was at his position. Because although the Soviet team would face against eventual champions Brazil and a 17-year-old Pelé, they only ended up losing 2-0, which would have been much worse had it not been for Lev Yashin. After all, a goalkeeper can only do so much. Being an innovator of the goalkeeper position is not the only reason why Lev Yashin is regarded by many as the greatest goalkeeper. His athleticism and reaction time was truly elite. Not only that, but his positioning and movement really showed his understanding for the game and his ability to read the opponent's offense. Also, standing at 6'2", Yashin was not scared to make a tough challenge and had great hands.
Aren't most goalkeepers now like 6'4", 6'5", and over, stuff like that? Like, most goalkeepers now are pretty tall, if I'm correct. Like, 6'2", I mean, still not a bad height, though. I think Sommer for Bayern is like 6 feet, 6'1".
In 1963, a year where Yashin and his club won their 5th and final league championship trophy together, he was finally awarded the coveted Ballon d'Or, being the only goalkeeper to ever win it, conceding only 7 goals throughout the entire season. I don't think I could give any better input as to just how dedicated Yashin was to his position, as when his wife Valentina recalls after he won that Ballon d'Or, it seemed like a totally normal day for her and her husband, with Yashin just eating a normal supper like it was any other day, because he always knew what he had to do for his team and did his best to do it. No award was needed to motivate him any further. His wife Valentina even recalled how if Lev conceded any goals or felt like he made any mistakes, he would spend the night tossing and turning in bed, agonizing over a deflection that spilled through his hands, or thinking about a powerful shot that he couldn't get to in time to block. And what's crazier is even if his team had won the match, he would do the same thing because, in his eyes, one mistake is always too many for a goalkeeper, which just goes to show you the unparalleled dedication to his profession and role as a keeper. Throughout his career, it is believed that Lev Yashin has saved over 150 penalty kicks, more than any other player. It is also widely believed that he has kept over 270 clean sheets throughout his entire career, which is absolutely astonishing, seeing as he played 400 professional matches throughout his 21-year-long career. Now, I know what you're thinking. 400 matches seems pretty underwhelming for a 21-year career, but the Soviet League did not have many games a season at all. Yashin had never appeared in any more than 28 matches a season. However, that doesn't make his .68 clean sheets per game ratio any less impressive. That means there's a 68% chance your team wouldn't score a single goal against him. These two records, along with everything else about Yashin, is why he's nicknamed the Black Spider.
That is crazy. It's a 68% chance you may not score against him during the game. That's ridiculously good. Oh my god. Dude. What? Lev Yashin,
as everything would get caught in his net, just a short distance away from being a goal. And perhaps Lev Yashin was this great and dedicated to what he did because of his childhood and upbringing. As the Nazis nearly reached the Soviet capital in World War II, where Yashin had been working as a child, he may have translated that into his game and took great pride in defending the goalpost, doing everything he could and giving everything he had to stop any opposition from entering and scoring. But anyways, that's all for me today, guys. Let me know if you think he's overrated or if there are better goalkeepers in the comment section below. I'm genuinely curious to see what you guys think. Leave a like if you enjoyed, as it helps my channel grow, and subscribe and turn those notification bells on if you haven't already for the highest quality.
Holy crap, that was good, Raymar. That was very, very good. Dude, freaking the man was in a factory supplying for the Russians against the Germans, Nazis, stuff like that. Then my man, 21 years old, gets his chance. Doesn't play for about a couple years. After that, just goes crazy. Dude, man, he's built different. My boy Yashin is built different, man. Love Yashin. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely amazing. some great goalkeepers. But y'all let me know in the comments down below. Where would y'all rank Lev Yashin of all time? Don't forget to like the video and sub as well as always. Like it and sub. Talk to you guys later. Peace.